Hey, it's Tony talking car biz. Today's video, this brand new 2021 Toyota Highlander Hybrid Platinum Edition. We're gonna dive inside and check it out. Let's go. Okay, behind the wheel on the Platinum Edition, the steering wheel is leather wrapped. It's a 3-spoke Toyota steering wheel. This is also a heated steering wheel, so that's really super nice, especially when it's below zero like it's been here in Wisconsin. This side we have controls for our information center up in the gauge cluster up there. And then we have our Bluetooth connectivity for our smartphones, voice activation, and over on this side we've got our cruise control settings, our dynamic cruise control, lane departure on and off, and then our radio station adjustments right there. Up here we've got wiper controls for the front washer wiper and the rear washer wiper. And then over on this side over here, we've got controls for our headlights. We've got automatic on and off for our headlights. We've got automatic high beams. And then of course, we also have the LED fog light switch is right here. Take a look over at the lower part of the dash panel here. You can see, in fact, let me open the door here. You can see there's 6 switches down here, and we've got automatic high beam on and off. This is our bird's eye 360 switch, our 120 volt AC outlet, which is in the trunk. We've got electronic front and window de-icer, heated steering wheel, and our trunk release. And then down here is a small storage compartment. And then right up here is your odometer and your dimmer switch for your dash lights. Take a look at the driver's panel on the door. We do have memory driver seat, so 2-position memory driver seat. Nice brushed aluminum trim here. Automatic one-touch windows all the way around. Power door locks, power mirrors, and then a bottle holder down here in the door. A speaker and a puddle light right there on the door. So this has the JBL audio system, which is going to give you 11 speakers. And really interesting trim here. This is not wood, it's obviously plastic, but it's kind of a gray smoked plastic. Looks like wood trim, and then beige armrest, and then chocolate colored doors. So a nice rich upscale look on the door panel. As we take a look at our instrument cluster, we'll go ahead and start it up here so you can see what it looks like. Now this does have push button start, and we also have remote keyless entry. So I just put my foot on the brake, go ahead and start it up. Now depending on what it needs in terms of power, the engine might not actually start, which it did not just now. So it's running strictly on electric power. Here's a quick look at our instrumentation with our center stack. We'll take a look at that in just a second. So on the left-hand side, this is where our monitoring for our electric system, engine temperature. We've got our information center right down the center there, and the controls for that are right here. So you have fingertip controls to be able to toggle through all your fuel settings. So you've got a compass, digital odometer if you want it, speedometer, clock. Here's your speedometer and your fuel gauge. Nice looking gauge cluster. And then here's our center stack. So as a Platinum Edition, we have a 12.3 inch display. And this is the JBL audio system. So we've got 11 speakers and a nice big subwoofer in the trunk for that. Navigation is here. We do have dynamic navigation. And then on this side is our climate control, our heated seat controls, and then we can also switch those around. So if we want to reverse which is on which side, we can go ahead and switch that out just like that. Down here are the heating and air conditioning controls, kind of the manual dials. We do have heated seats up front, heated seats in the rear, and then ventilated seats up front for front driver, front passenger. We do have heated outside mirrors. I love the gloss black look with this kind of metallic finish here, and you can see there's a package shelf right here, and then that runs over into this part of the dash as well. And there's a small little spot here where you can slide your cables through to plug in your electronic devices. We do have wireless charging. I'll show you that in just a second. Control plugs down here, power ports for your electronic devices, what have you. There's also a small storage cubby right down here. And then the center console itself does have more of that gray wood finish with brushed aluminum around the cup holders. We've got a leather wrapped shifter. Here's our sport, eco, and normal modes for our transmission. Electronic parking brake, traction control on and off, our EV mode, and then our trail mode settings are right there as well. Really nice layout on the upper part of the dash. Everything is logically placed. We've got speakers up here, part of the JBL audio system, and also speaker over there, so dual speakers up front, including the door speakers. And then your armrest is, I think it's pretty interesting. It doesn't open up, it slides back, kind of like a roll top desk. Nice classy feel and touch to that. And then the first thing we see is our wireless charging for our smartphone. So you can drop your smartphone right down there and get it all charged up. Then underneath, we've got some additional storage compartments and another 12-volt charger right down there to plug your electronic things into. So it's an interesting design on the armrest, the way that it works. I think it's a pretty classy kind of style and design. Here's a look at your passenger seat. I love the color of these seats. These are a leather seat, as I said, heated and ventilated. The lighter color gives the vehicle the feeling of way more space inside. Passenger assist grip up there, and then we have lighted vanity mirrors. Your visors do slide in and out like that. And then our overhead console does have the panoramic moonroof switches here with the panoramic moonroof visor. You can see that can automatically open and close. Overhead dome lights, map lights, sunglass holder, and a convex mirror so you can keep your eyes on the kiddos in the back seat. And then we also have the electronic rear view mirror here. Right now it's white out because the booth behind us is all white, but it's kind of like almost like a computer screen or an LCD monitor. And then up underneath here we've got our HomeLink settings, so we can set up to 3 different devices up on the HomeLink. Take a look at our glove box here. The glove box does have a lock on it, key lock, and there's your owner's manuals and everything inside there. There's a lot of room up front, especially with the seats all the way back. A lot of leg room. Huge outside mirror, so it's easy to see things around you. Of course, there's blind spot monitoring in those mirrors as well. Okay, here in the back seat, a couple things to point out. We've got heated seats for your second row seats. We've also got automatic temperature control for your second row. And then way down here, we've got our USB and our 120 volt power outlets. So plenty of places to plug your stuff in and some nice comfort convenience features. There's pockets on the backs of both seats. We've got vents back here, map lighting, passenger assist grips. Here's a quick look at the panoramic moonroof. I've got it opened up here. So on the moonroof, the front part opens up, slides back, tilts up, and there's a wind deflector up there. And then the back panel is stationary. But it really gives it a nice open air feeling. I love it back here. It's super comfortable. Seats are super comfortable. You can see I've got this seat folded down, so these are going to be captain's chairs. There's child safety or tethers for your child seats here. And then bring those seats up. You can see these are perforated. These are not ventilated seats. They're only heated in the back seat. Folding armrest on here. And then there's a cup holder right down in the center of this as well. And then as far as legroom goes, Right now I've got this seat all the way back. So that's going to be a 6-footer plus sitting there. And you can see I've got probably 4 inches of legroom. It's very comfortable, no problem. Of course, I'm only 5'7". And then these seats back here, they do recline all the way back. So you can nap out. They do have adjustable headrests, side impact airbags. So a lot of great features there. Did want to show you the access for the back seat. So to get the kiddos in the back seat, there's some additional handles down here. So this is going to be your sliding back and forth, and then this is going to actually allow you to drop that back seat down, and then the kids can climb up and get into the back there. Here's a quick look at your back seats. Cup holders back here. Those seats do fold down 40, 60. Headrests are adjustable. They also recline. There are some cup holders over on that side right there, and there's also some tie down hooks, so you can fold those seats down for that additional cargo space. In the back seats, the way back seat, there's no USB power ports or outlets in there. And then turning to the door itself, bottle holders down here, speakers down here, and then one feature that I like a lot, these retractable sunshades. So if you put your kids in the back seat in their child seats, you can go ahead and block that sun out, protect them from the sun. Okay, jumping into the trunk on the Platinum, want to point out a couple things. Love how large this tailgate opens. You'll be able to get a lot of cargo in and out quite easily. The Platinum edition does have a chrome threshold protection there. This one does have the all-weather floor liners, so that's an extra charge. But you can see it's Highlander. It covers the entire back of these back seats, so I highly recommend that you opt for those. Here's your tether for your child safety seat. There are 3 seat belts for the back here, and one of the things I like about Toyota is they pay attention to the details. Notice how these seat belts clip in, and they do up here as well. Gets rid of the rattling. If you're like I am, I hate all the rattling in cars. This one does have a cargo cover. Right now it's stowed underneath the floor. In fact, I'll show you that. So if we pop that up here, here's your storage underneath. So your toolkit, this right here is the cargo cover. This right here is how you get the spare tire down from underneath. So there's a little bit of storage here, not a lot, but you could probably put some jumper cables down in there. Some of your emergency equipment would go down there just fine. Over on this side, there's that JBL audio speaker, subwoofer I should say. You can see the back seats fold down. This is 60% here, so to get that to fold down, you go here. Notice the headrest automatically drops down, and then you have the strap there to lower it and to bring it back up. And then with that down, there's a tremendous amount of cargo room there. There's those back seat cup holders, and I can bring this seat back up just like that. Pop your headrest up and you're good to go. And then there's also tie down hooks back here, so at all 4 corners. Those are spring loaded, so they pop up out of the way when you don't need them. There's no speakers on the tailgate, which I think would be awesome for tailgating. And then we do have a power lift gate right there. Okay, I did want to show you the cabin at night. I think there's some really great lighting inside here. So they've got ambient lighting in the door, in the armrest, kind of a blue, pale blue color. And then the Highlander Platinum has an illuminated threshold. You can see that reads Highlander. I've got the overhead dome lights on right now. Really a nice rich interior, especially with this light color. Easy to see things at night. Go ahead and jump in. I'll show you the instrumentation cluster. We'll go ahead and just turn off these overhead lights. And so this gives you a sense of the interior. Love this blue ambient lighting down in those storage cubbies, the armrest, the illuminated thresholds. And then here's a look at your instrumentation, your gauge cluster. Really a nice looking interior at night. And then here's that electronic rear window, or electronic rear view mirror. So it really is like a computer screen, and you can see the car out there. It's full 4-color. And then I'll go ahead and switch this in reverse so you can see the backup camera. It does have path projection. Sorry for all the beeping. Toyotas are the most beepy cars on the planet. So that's a quick look at the interior at night. Tell me what you think in the comments. I think it looks pretty awesome. Hey, this is Tony talking Car Biz. Thanks for watching.